I just wanted to speak to the idea that this coming forward with no bipartisanship kind of shows the direction the bill was destined to go. I know everyone in here has gotten emails from constituents from all over Colorado on this topic already this early in session. The disturbing thing is, I think everyone can agree that our foster system in Colorado is broken. It needs repair. It needs dire repair. The unfortunate side of this is a giant step in the wrong direction of repairing the foster system in Colorado. When we have people that choose to abort their child versus put them up for adoption simply because they experienced the foster system growing up and how broken it was, is bad. When that becomes a last resort simply because of how bad the system is, and now we're going to put state policy in play to tie the hands of those foster care providers in ways that we're further digging a hole in the foster system. I think the other side of this is our youth that are struggling, especially those that are in the foster care system. That's not the happiest place to be. It's where you're going to have kids, if anywhere, these are going to be the kids experiencing mental health crisis, mental health issues. And when we're creating policy that's setting standards that you're enabling confusion with kids, you're enabling it. Not only that, you're restricting people from being able to check on the safety of their kids, whether on their devices, whether in their possession. We just heard in committee the other day, parents that had their kids completing suicide because of stuff they were purchasing online. And they hadn't known, if they had only known about it. Now, you know, when we can have to tie the hands of people so there's no way they can know about it, they can't even search their rooms, they can't even look for things that could be used. That's a bad policy. There's a reason why we need to have bipartisan legislation come out of this building and out of this room. And this is a perfect example of that. And this isn't just asking somebody from the other side of the aisle to like your idea or not. Bipartisan legislation is finding an idea, getting all of the opinions, all of the viewpoints, and meeting somewhere in the middle on a good bill, on good legislation that betters Colorado, that betters our kids in this case. But we don't have that. And I know I'd like to just read some of the communication that I've received. I know everyone has received emails from people, a lot of the same language. I think one of them kind of closes up all of the points that were put across in the many emails I've gotten, but I'd like to read one from an anonymous constituent here. I am opposed to HB 1017, a statutory Bill of Rights for children in foster care. It cannot be argued that children under the care of the state should have the utmost protections afforded to them. However, House Bill 24-1017 is not seeking to help keep children safe. This bill is attempting to dictate how children are to be raised. This is not arbitrary or harmless action. It is a gross overstep by the state of Colorado. This bill's sole purpose is to ensure that gender-confused children can only be housed by adults who will affirm their delusions. This legislature is more concerned with indoctrinating children than making sure that stable, kind, and loving guardians are appointed. The fact that families and foster families have no say in how to raise their children is an egregious violation of parental rights. Sending children down the path of being a lifelong medical product to big pharma and activist doctors is dangerous and benefits the medical industry and doctors, not the families nor the children themselves. Have you seen the results of this path? It's not pleasant, and the suicidality of trans people doesn't improve with this kind of policy. Desistance rates improve when just left to grow up and experience puberty. As such, I stand in firm opposition to HB 24-1017, the fixation of gender identity through this bill, is evidence that the state of Colorado is more concerned with political posturing than the serious business of safeguarding children. I urge every state legislator to stand with me and vote no. I, for one, agree with this constituent. I agree with this communication that has been branded in every email and every communication my office has gotten, and everyone else in here as well. I also urge a no vote on this bill and readdress this. I think this kind of thing can be done right, but this is not how that is done right. So I urge a no vote. I think this should be something that can be brought forward as a bipartisan issue, not a partisan issue.